It's Week 11 of the NFL.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels.
He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Commanders and the Eagles under the lights on Thursday night.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Hurts looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. First down throwing for Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still third down.
The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Gets this to Stover. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. That pass complete to Goddard. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Hurts. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Cade's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 16, into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Daniels on 1st down. He'll get this one to Brown. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Again, Daniels to the air. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down and 10, Daniels. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jamison Crowder on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. We'll get a timeout now as they head out for an injured player. And not someone they want to see hurting. Tony Pollard, the one in need of some attention. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On third down, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles face a 4-point deficit. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to the link right after this. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Josh Sweat making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Josh Sweat making the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Daniels. He's got Shaheed. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Throwing now, needing a first. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. Has good room at the 35. Reaches the 40. At the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They bring their tight end left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a first down as well.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Throwing now, Daniels finds him over the middle, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Give them 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. Irving here from the gun. He has the first and still going past the 35. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Commanders at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right,
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's Jefferson. He's got it.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And they'll get this across the 15 to about the 17. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Trying again following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. A toss now to Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Finally, on Monday Night Football, the showdown in the Lone Star State, Texans and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run, to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. Taken in by Shaheed. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, around to Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Now Daniels to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for him, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. He finds Woods. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give to Pollard on the option. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Again, a run with Pollard. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the pistol, Hurts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. We've got a timeout as they rush out to treat an injured player, and no, this is not what anyone wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, the one injured on that play. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense and try and protect it.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Mariota to throw. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. This is ahead for about 5. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42. Finds Woods. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 9-yard line.
Trying an option here, play to the left, and he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Jackson now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They've got first down from the 31. Daniels now. Cut out left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work coming into the quarter trailing. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Slot man motioned over. Here we go. Second and very long. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. This offense getting all set for this series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Goddard makes the catch. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The give on second to Pollard. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mariota escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Finds Stover. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to throw. Mariota gets this to Stover. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage. But I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to get it with the option here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And we'll need to pause for an injury here, and this is the last guy you want hurt. Justin Jefferson, the player being tended to. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He's back to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Still going past the 15. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Man in motion out of the slot. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Free inside the 30. Lat McConkey. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Lat McConkey with a touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
He's throwing for it. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Whenever you're throwing for two, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Receiving team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Back to throw, Mariota. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Looking to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Setting up to pass. Quick slant complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. This clock run out.
Nothing left to do.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.